Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're watching Love Joe, and today we're going to be installing this wig. So if you want to see how I installed it and everything, just go ahead and keep watching, and also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see y'all next clip. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to just push back those edges, like put them underneath that cap. So what I like to use is the Got2b, and I just like spread it across like the front of like my forehead, and I just get it into those braids and into those edges, and I just push it back with my edge brush as best as like possible. I don't want any hairs out. Like none. So yeah, I do have like very like long sideburns and stuff like that, so I do try to get all of that in there, and I put this first cap on, and I just make sure that none of my hair is out. Like I split my sideburns up, none of that is out. And then I take a second bald cap or wig cap and I put that on. But before I do that, I just line in front of that initial cap with my glue. So whatever wig glue or gel you're going to be using, you're just going to put that down first, and then you're going to go back in with that cap and put it right on top. So of course you're just going to have to go ahead and spread this glue out. I only do about one layer for this, and then I blow dry it on cool until it dries, like until it's clear. And like I said, put that cap on, right? And then we're gonna cut into this cap. We're just gonna cut those ear tabs, so a small hole in the center of the ear, and cut up so you guys don't get those like splits. And then you're gonna just fit that around the ear. So like now that that's like fit and stuff like that, what I do like to do is I go back in with my Got2b gel, and I just put it along like that same line that I put the glue on. I know it might seem like a little extra, but I do like to use my ball cap for like multiple uses, which is why I put that lace glue down as well. And then I go in, and I had to double it. I had to put on the Got2b spray, and then you're also gonna blow dry that on cool. You're gonna blow dry it until it's not sticky, it's not white, it's like nice and dry. So the best way to make sure that is to like move your hand around, like wipe it down and stuff like that. Next up is the cream foundation from Ruby Kisses. Get your shade, and then just take an old makeup brush and just put that all across their hairline that you your hairline wants to be for your wig. I'm sorry. So you're gonna just do that until you look like you're bald, like you have no hair. And you're gonna take your little razor or scissors, whatever you have, and you're gonna cut into the bald cap right where that makeup line of demarcation stops, right? So you're gonna cut all the way around. You're gonna get all of that stuff off. And then basically what I like to do is push that little band that I'll have at the very end, and I'll keep it on there and put it in the back. Then you're going to take your razor, and you're just going to pull off and cut off all that excess. So whatever is like showing, you're just going to pull that off and razor that down into there, right? So you're just going to make sure that you don't have like any stragglers, because I don't like to put like extra glue down to like just make it straight. I'd rather just cut it off. And then next what you're going to do is you're going to grab some scissors and pull your like forehead taut so you don't cut yourself. And you're just going to take the scissors and get literally all of that extra cap off of your head. So just be careful with this part so you don't clip yourself or anything like that. So that's why I say pull it taut. so you have good control over like where you're cutting and what you're cutting. And then you're just going to do that until you look like this, bald, like little Bill bald, right? And there's that line that I was telling you guys about. Next up, you're going to take your alcohol and a pad, and you're just going to get all of that extra gel and makeup off of your hairline so that the glue can stick. Right, here's the wig. I already bleached the knots and everything. I just wanted to show you guys what the hairline and stuff is looking like. And then we're going to take our lace tint. I'm using Ebin or Even, or however they pronounce it, and you're just going to spray that directly into the cap. And after that spray directly into the cap, what I like to do is I go in with an old makeup brush. I have like my designated makeup brush for my wigs, and I just buff that out. Then we're going to put on our wig. We're going to size it. We're going to make sure everything like fits right. So you're going to just pull it up until you cannot see your ball cap anymore, and then you're going to size it to your ears, because most times you do have to cut out like ear tabs and stuff like that. So we're going to cut those 3 sections. We have 1 for the middle and 2 for the sides. And then as you can see, I do need to cut that lace around my ears just so my wig can lay flat. So I'm just going to be very, very careful and cut just a little bit of that wig by the ear tab off. So you can see now it's like laying flat, and like there's nothing stopping, it's not hurting my ears, because sometimes like that can happen if you don't cut enough lace off. It'll like hurt your ears and stuff. So then we're gonna go in with our glue, or gel, or whatever you're using, and you're just gonna put that first layer down. Gonna go all the way around the perimeter. That's what I like to do, go all the way around on both sides, and I just smooth that out with my popsicle stick. And we're just gonna do this whole thing multiple times, right? And then we're going to take our blow dryer and we're going to blow dry it on cool. You want to make sure that it's on cool because you want it to get nice and tacky. We don't want it to get like sticky and stuff like that. So you're going to blow dry it on cool until it's clear. And then you're going to go in with your second layer or third layer. I did about maybe 3 or 4 layers. I kind of lost count. I was just doing it, but I believe I did maybe 3 to 4 layers. And then I just repeated that process, glue, dry, popsicle stick, and then done, right? So we're going to take the middle section of our hair and we're going to pull it down into the front of that glue. And this is the most important part. Take that comb and press it in. If you're not pressing, you see how hard I'm pressing? Press it just like that. Press it in. And we're going to do the same thing with the other sides of our wig too. So keep in mind that you have to press it in. Keep that pressure, put some pressure on it, put your back into it, because we want the lace to lay. We want everything to lay down nice and smooth. So like I said, we're going to do that for both sides. We're going to literally pull the lace into the glue, and we're going to take our comb and press the lace into the glue. I cannot stress that enough. Press it. And then we have our best friend, the elastic band. Get that on, right? And when that's on and sturdy, I'm just going to show you guys how I styled this wig. So I went in with my Lotta Body Wrap Me Foaming Mousse, and I just did it in sections, really no particular way. And I didn't brush it or anything. I just, finger combed it and rubbed that through just so I could preserve that curl pattern. I didn't want it to loosen or tighten, which is why I didn't use my denim brush for this. I just used my hands just to work that mousse all the way in. If you do want that wet look, I think I will do a tutorial on how to do a wet look with this wig, but this is what I did for now to get like the curls all back nice and juicy and not dry. So the next thing we're going to do is going to take our 24-hour edge tamer or your slick stick or whatever you have to basically mold your hair with. You're going to put that down, and then this is just in preparation for our hot comb. So once you get that into, you know, all those places that you want to have your hair like laid down in, you're going to take your hot comb and you're just going to press that into your hair. You're going to literally lay that stuff down, right? And once that's all laid, take off your band and we're going to cut the lace. So grab your razor and you're just going to cut it. I do not suggest like cutting in a straight motion. As you can see here, what I'm doing is I'm going in and I'm cutting like in a very like ragged motion. You want to make sure that it's not straight across, because when it is straight across, like the lace is more easily like detectable. So I just go like up and down until like I get done cutting all of that lace off of my head. And make sure you get that ear tab too. Like, do not leave that lace over there. Don't forget about it. Same thing with the other side, just, you know, going in with that razor and making sure that everything is there nice and, you know, I don't know, good. It's going, like the lace is going, right? You're almost done. Okay, so I got that off finally. So here is what the wig is looking like after we cut that lace. It looks almost undetectable, but we're going to take the comb and cut off any straggling pieces that we don't want down. Next up, I have my lace mousse, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on the back of my hand. I'm going to take that same makeup brush from the beginning and I'm going to push that into my hairline, and this is going to make the lace disappear. It's disappearing before our very eyes right now. Like I love this stuff, and you only need like a pump. I promise I could have used like a half a pump. Really, honestly, like I truly should have, because I wasted so much product. But here we are. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my baby hair. So I just take my rat tail comb and I just do a little curved section right where I want my baby hairs. I usually have it above the arch in my eyebrow is where I like to put my baby hairs. I do baby hairs for curly hair, not so much for straight hair, but I just feel like it fits with curly hair. And you see, like, I missed a spot when I was cutting some lace off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rat tail comb, my glue, I'm just going to use a drop, and I'm just going to get right underneath that lace, and I'm going to do about 2 layers of that glue right there, and I'm going to just smooth it out with the rat tail comb. I didn't like blow dry it or anything. I just waited for it to dry on its own, because it's, you know, a fairly small spot. And then I press that into the lace with my comb. Back to the baby hairs. So got the baby hairs like already. This is what I want. And you're going to cut in a diagonal motion. And you're going to take your little curling iron and you're going to curl it. I had to do it multiple times because my curling iron wasn't as hot as it needed to be for me to do this, but this is what I do. And then I'm going to take some mousse and I'm just going to put it on the little hairs and my little brush. I'm going to just, you know, swoop it. I'm just going to swoop it back into like the hairline. Then I'm going to take some glue. I didn't show how much this time, but I will show how much next time. It's just a dot, like literally a dot. You do not need a lot of glue at all. I didn't know what I wanted to say, but you do not need a lot of glue at all. Literally, less is more. Less is more. And then I'm just going to do my sideburns. I just took a little bit I don't want my sideburns to be too thick, so I just, split that up. And I'm just playing with it, just seeing like how much I really want down. I don't really like it too thick. And we're going to do the same thing, cut it in a diagonal. We're going to curl it. So curl it, and then we're going to put our mousse down. And we're going to just shape it how we want it before we put the got2b down, because the got2b will have it stuck. So this is how much got2b I use. Literally just like not even like a half a drop of got2b. And then I'm just gonna shape those sideburns, and here is the finished product. Like, look at this. Doesn't this look so cute? Like, I'm living right now. So that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.